Yeah, I'm sure you're multitasking. Some of the guys. Who else is live? I don't even pay attention to who the fuck is live. If I paid attention, man, I would never do a live. Wait a minute, don't bump heads with them. No, the usual suspects. Go multitask, mama, don't trip. I sent mine. Ya sabes que sí. Open everything, you don't know. I figured out some shit today that I'm happy about. Electronic wise, technology wise, and shouldn't have took me this long to fucking realize that shit. But that's what happens when you apply yourself, though, you know. A ver. ¿Qué putas hice ahorita? Oh, there you go. Alright, cool. How's the sound? How's the sound, guys? I don't know. We only got a few people in here right now, but is it too loud compared to my voice? The boys, not the boys. The boys, the Cowboys. Right after, I'm gonna drop a videos ready to go. Right after this live, I was gonna drop it before. All right, hold on. Right, give me 1 second. So the level of the music compared to how you can hear me, can you guys hear me both good, or is the music too loud? I'm gonna ask you one more time. I know Oakland, I know you said it sounds good. Appreciate you, but the song was finishing, it was a little lower. So right now, can you hear me clear even though the music's on? Any one of you guys, hit a 1 if it sounds good. It's good still? Okay, cool. Man, I had a... Alright, cool. Appreciate you guys. I had to figure some shit out. Fuck that fucking HyperX mic. The HyperX mic was some bullshit, bro. And I like playing music loud, bro. But as long as the mic picks it up good, just a little, right? Now, that's what I was saying. But as long as you guys can hear me, though, that's what I was asking. Appreciate you, though. Let me turn down just a notch, so there you go. All right, cool. I'll put it right there. That should be good right there. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because I mean I could set it to whatever I want, but unless I have somebody here watching me on live, I'm not gonna be able to get feedback. You know, like So I'm gonna leave it like that. I lowered it a little bit, and that should be good right there. All right, let me get to the comments. Let me see. Oh, chat listening, multitasking. I know you are. Sounds good. Appreciate you. PNG Media News, my boy, Fred Martinez. You already know what it is, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna have a video dropping right after this. It's not the one that I told you about. I have that one ready to go, but I'm trying to mix it up. I'm trying to get the algorithm back up, and I know exactly how to do that. Get on my first channel, started from scratch, and it's not easy to get 1,000 subscribers. It's fucking not easy at all, unless you have somebody backing you up. So here we go. That's why I always give everybody love, no matter who you are, at the beginning, you know. But you know, if I were to stop shouting out channels that are getting their start just because some ended up joining other dudes that didn't like me, it happened to me a lot of times. I think out of like the 30 to 35 channels that I put out there on my channel, I think a good 10 of them turned against me. To this day, they still don't like me for whatever reason. It is what it is. I can't say I helped my case, I guess. But I know the majority is the propaganda, the little clip videos from back then and all that. Anybody could do that and make somebody look stupid. If I really wanted to be a troll, I've said this a lot of times. If I really wanted to be a troll, I would be a freaking troll. Bro, shit. I could. Oh my God. For sure. Whatever happened to Chemo? Chemo don't even stop by no more. Damn, what happened to him? I'm gonna check up on him today. See what happens. Things in the news, Oakland, everything. What's up with it? Just no le subas. Just no le subas. I know I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it perfect because I know your ears are old. You know, that's why I can't hear shit. Yahaira. I mean, Yahaira. Fuck, I'm fucking up. Let me see. PNG Media News 1. PNG Media News, so we can hear you good. That's right. Appreciate you. Let me see. Brett Martinez says, Miss Yaya. What's up with it, Miss Yaya? A ver si la puedo limpiar, ¿no? Let me see. PNG, Brett, saludos. That's right. Yeah, Brett and PNG. PNG's been with me the longest here. Brett, you've been with me for a minute too, bro. Appreciate you. Man, PNG, man. PNG, he has his channel too, man. He has a channel too, man. I'm always going to say it no matter what. I had to figure something out to free up my phone tonight on this live. Because honestly, when I'm on live and I'm playing music with my phone, I'm not now. And I just kept I'm a big ass procrastinator, bro. So I'm trying to sharpen up like I used to be. And little by little, I will. I've been in a cloud for at least the last 3 years, at least. Working cloud, taking care of my kid cloud. Cloud is not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it can be. Estaba en las nubes. Notice that when somebody puts something controversial on the title, everybody, let's go in. I'm gonna put, how about this? Nah, I'm gonna wait. Let's see. Damn, these motherfuckers are crazy. Everybody going at it. fuck? What's this pendejo doing? Oh, I did want to. Okay, here we go. I did want to do something on Gunner for sure. He did another video doubling down because I fucking the chat is usually full by now with the controversial title. No, 100%. That's YouTube, my boy. That's YouTube. And not only that, that's the main part, right? But there's other dudes live right now, so I mean, that's the least you could expect, right? And that and freaking Slugs. What's up, my boy? Damn, coincidentally. Hey, dog. Hey, Slugs. I want to drop. It's gonna be about you, Slugs. Coincidentally, all the homie. Hey, look, coincidentally, homeboy stops by right now. Right, go check him out. I just finished recording the video. I was gonna drop the other one first, but I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna drop one, bro. I'm the pendejo, bro. It's not even about the money. It's just about the fact that I mean, why not make some money, right? Of course. I always understood that bit. I'm the pendejo, the debriefer. This is a thumbnail. It's ready to go. I mean, I didn't want to drop it and then it go live. I've been doing that shit the last 4 fucking days. It fucks up my algorithm, but instead of me waking up early in the morning, I could schedule it for the morning, but watch. Yeah, it's been done for like an hour already. I'm gonna drop it after this one. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I actually want to focus on Gunner, and I'm probably gonna do videos on Dubs here and there, and focus on Gunner here and there on my lives while dropping my content in between like I used to. Yeah, because my algorithm is completely fucked up. I mean, the prison genre is fucked up, really. You know, it's really fucked up. I'm really stubborn when it comes to certain things. Not a lot of things, but certain things. And one thing I'm stubborn about is changing my thumbnail method. Like, I could do the AI thumbnails and everything. All you have to do is voice it in there, put a picture, whatever, voice it, boom, boom, and it creates a bunch of options, edit it a little bit and all that. I get it. To me, it's like, yeah, it looks cool. But it's just always this basic shit, this basic thumbnails that I do has always been my shit, just like my fucking old ass intros. So yeah. That's why I keep doing them. Pero voy a tener que cambiar algo porque ya ha pasado mucho tiempo, ¿no? Ha pasado demasiado tiempo, brother. Let's see. Make your money. That's right. Ben Martinez, hope your interview went well. It was, yeah, I had it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Man, when I go into an interview, they have my resume and everything, bro. I think one of the things that trips them out is that I'm like kind of like a jack of all trades and a master of only a few. You know, there's a jacks of all trades and a master of none, right? But there's jacks of all trades and a master on a good amount of them. And I think they trip out that they kind of like, I'm overqualified for certain jobs, and I've actually been shot down. And little did they know, it's like, motherfucker, just give me the job, bro. I need that work right now. I'm gonna work my ass off for you right now. If they want something long term, I guess it is what I can't blame them, you know. Gunner's been on the cuts, and Gunner's a piece of shit, bro. He's the orchestrator, bro. He's the orchestrator, even from the cuts. And I've known that fool's method If you leave for a couple weeks, oh, everybody starts missing you. When he comes back, he knows how to do. He knows how to manipulate the algorithm, meaning his viewers and subscribers, right? If you, it's like doing lives every single day, right? If you have lives every single day, people are not gonna miss you. Only your select righteous individuals like you guys, but everybody else like, all right, whatever. And then they're gonna start being like, "Oh, where's he been at? Where's he been at?" And boom, everybody comes back, type shit. That's the method that he uses. I know that Machiavellian type shit that he tries to employ, but he got me fucked up with all that shit. He's the mastermind behind all this shit, and that's not even a compliment. I'm not trying to call him a mastermind in a good way. He's just a snake. He's a snake. A snake could be a mastermind, straight up. Maybe in the morning might be better. Your video will push more too many live streams at night. Yeah, no, for sure. I've been doing it after my live streams, like late at night, after everybody's gone. I went on a little earlier tonight. What time is it? Son las 9. So it's 9, and it's 9 for me, and it's what? 7 o'clock for you guys, 7:03. Yeah, so I could always schedule it. It was a reaction, my boy, to tell you the truth. I wanted to do, I wanted to just speak on it like I always do, but I liked your videos, so I have you on there. I have you on there. Say what's this? I don't know if it's true, but I've been hearing Gunner scam people out of money by getting money cash app to him and sending the merchandise that they paid for, like shirts and hats. Been hearing. Look, bro. Let me put pause real quick. Let me pause this real quick. Let me pause that real quick. It's not a coincidence. I'm say what 19x. Oh, i9. What is it? 19 or i9? i9x. 19. Anyway, it's no surprise that you're gonna hear it eventually, right? And this individual Gunner, before he even got clicked up with Dubs, he was always talking to him, of course. Even back, this is years ago, man. 4 or 5 years ago. 6, damn, it's a long time now. And he was doing raffles. I always called them fake raffles and all that because that's what they turned out to be. Whether it be a pair of shoes that he raffles off or what have you, jersey, whatever he raffled off. He already had a predetermined winner, and it happened to be somebody in his circle. And one of the most infamous ones, there's 2, right? There's a bunch of them, but there's 2 that stand out for sure. And I'm not gonna say his name. He knows who he is. I've mentioned his name before. If you can find that old ass video of me saying it, please do so. And if you guys want to acknowledge it, let it be. But I already gave that dude my word that I'm not going to repeat it again because that dude has been stopped fucking with Gunner for that and many more reasons. All his little entourage on YouTube that he used to have, they used to go at it with me and all that. We've all shook hands type shit. They apologized type shit respectfully as men and went on their way. And the only piece of shit that's still on the island now, the only 2 pieces of shit that are still on the island is Dubs and Gunner. And yeah, man, he basically had predetermined winners. That that in the fights that he agrees to do. He owes Mikey Chicano $10,000 just off that contract fight when he knew he was never going to show up. He burned Sin City. He burned 209. He burned Bean. He burned a bunch of people, bro. Like from back then, it's been years now. So you guys are not going to probably remember those names. And I'm not going to lead you to the channels that this channel that they still have. That's their prerogative to see if they want to speak on it. Because, when I give somebody my word, that's just what it is. I give somebody my word. I'm not going to sit here and even though I have every right to do it. But as a man, I'm not going to sit here and let YouTube change my character. I'm not going to let YouTube change my character And that's to their advantage. Gunner and Dubs, that's to their advantage because I could literally sit here and divulge so much shit on people that used to fuck with them and that told me shit in confidence, but I gave them my word. And you know what? I gives up 2, 3, 4,000 bucks. Whether it's gonna give me, it could give me views and money, but no, I'm not gonna do that because I'm a firm believer that they're gonna eventually everything comes to light, and people are gonna see these pieces of shit for what they are. And look, I've been here so long that now, and then when Exposed to came on, when I interviewed him the first time, and bro, like everything happens for a reason. And I believe in God, and I believe in the process of things. And even at the very lowest of my YouTube career, right? When I was, bro, I'm telling you, I was on an island by myself. You think I've been through some shit? My address, dogs, my family, and everything, like, and then all channels shitting on me and bro. I used to be Dubs and Gunner by way of ET type shit, that type of shit, OG Super OG, and I held my ground, and I survived all that shit because I never lied about shit, and the truth always came out. To this day, you still got dudes that don't know the history, still trying to shit on me and all that, because I'm not active and all that shit. I get it. It is what it is. That's politics shit. Has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. That's a completely different type of hate. That's a completely different type of a completely different type of dislike. So I don't even blame him for that. Everybody's gonna have their own little motives and whatnot. But yeah, the scamming with the gente. Yeah, they first started with all that cultura, the raza, and this and that. And they still say it from time to time, but it's just like never. And the moment that they get accused of doing something, like, what's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? It's like, come on, bro. You know exactly what we're talking about. And unfortunately, they use my honor system against me. But like I said, I'm not gonna compromise for them. He's a chameleon. He's a chameleon that in morality, you know what I'm saying? His morals change depending on the situation. Blue could be righteous one day, red could be righteous the next day, blue could be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, boom, boom. He shifts colors, he blends in. He adapts to the situation, and whatever is convenient for him, that's what he goes with. And he denies. Repeat a lie enough times, it becomes the truth. Unfortunately, Joseph Goebbels, propaganda, Nazi propaganda 101. That's his method, and it's crazy, bro. I don't know how he does it, bro. Like, I know that he does it because he has no moral compass whatsoever, but damn, after all these years, this dude continues to fucking lie. I'm not saying that he always lies. Every single thing is a lie, but he's very good at mixing lies with truth to the point that he believes that dude could pass a lie. He could pass a polygraph. He could pass a polygraph because he's convinced himself in his brain so many times that in mixing lies with truth that I don't even think he remembers everything that he's lied on. But it's out there on YouTube. It's on there on YouTube. Thank you for that comment. Martin, that's kind of what I'm going for. Multiple major certifications. That's right. So I can have options. Right now, I'm going to do, you know what? I'm going to do a CNA thing. I'm going to do a CNA. I didn't want to be freaking Gaylord fucker. But you know what, bro? That traveling shit could give me some good ass money. So I'm going to try to do that shit next. That's what Gunner does. 100%. Dirty 30 Crows. 100%. That's exactly what he does. QLE Champ. How we doing tonight? What up, AP fam? Junior, what's up, my boy? I'm doing good, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for tapping in as always. Oakland Everything. Oakland Everything's been missing in action. I get it. We could only watch so many channels, right? And I've been going on late, so I get it, mama. I guarantee Gunner's watching right now. If he's not watching, he's recording that shit. He wakes up the next day, twack the fuck out. You look, I never told that motherfucking story. I just insinuated when he got fucking hospitalized for all that shit. I'm gonna do a fucking story on that shit, bro. I'm gonna do a whole video on that bitch. Let me see. Oh, I'm so used to the damn phone. Let's do. Yeah, so 100% he watches my shit. He watches. That's what he does. He goes to other channels. It's not like it's. The times that I've done it, is to remind me of my stories of shit that I may not have inspirations, right? But the reason that he does it, and he said this shit before. He said that he gone on other channels to fucking get his next video. That's what he said, to get his next video. So basically, he watches other people's stories and he makes up a new story. Entertainment. But for a lot of years, that dude said that it was true, and now he's trying to like blend it into like. I've always said from the beginning, it's all entertainment. Nah, shut your bitch ass up. You're like, Runner and the Briefer are live right now. Oh, they are. All of them are live, huh? We're gonna go visit them in a little bit. A few times I was on LOET Live. The Shaya Mimi are awesome. You're stupid. Nah, you're good. You're good. I get it, man. Everybody's live and motherfuckers don't check. And I know my banners are rarely going out there. I think my banners go out to the people that are consistent and watching my channel. I think that has a bearing in it as well. But a lot of it is my fault too. A lot of it is my fault for the banners too, because you got to be consistent. If you're not dropping content every day, lives every day, because I could drop 3 lives and then be gone for 2 or 3 days, and then drop 2 or 3 lives and then be gone for another few days. Drop 3 lives, gone 1 day, like that's inconsistency, and the algorithm recognizes that shit. So they prioritize shit like that. I could only imagine, and this is a fucking. It's not a human being keeping track of this shit, This is the algorithm, So for sure. Active. What's up with it, bro? CNA as a nursing assistant. Yeah, bro, that shit pays money. Wiping asses. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of older people. Traveling CNA, bro. 3-month gigs, 6-month gigs, $58, $55 an hour. I'm probably gonna have to do that for a little bit just to stack up, and I can do my content on the road. So, and honestly, like, I'm gonna miss my son, but I have to raise up some money to finish my degree, and I ain't trying to be broke forever, bro. And YouTube ain't gonna do it for me. I guess I'm too honorable for this shit. Because no, bro, this is not what's up for me. I do this shit because I like spending time with you guys. Rob Q. What's up, Rob? I said mine's brother. Active says that's what's up. You all right, mama? Oh, I didn't tell you to get up. You could lay down, bro. Yeah, sometimes I don't even get a notification that you're live on here, and my notification bell is set to off. No, yeah. And sometimes too, I mean, there's tricks to it, I guess. Throughout the years, I've heard a bunch of shit. Unsubscribe and resubscribe, put all again. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But a lot of it has to do with me not being consistent too. And even if you are consistent, it's still not going to be a perfect system. It's still not going to be a perfect system. Everybody thinks they have the algorithm down. Drop a video in the morning instead of the afternoon. I feel like if you drop it consistently at any time of the day, because YouTube is worldwide, right? Like, we got people here from freaking the UK, from Australia. I've got people from everywhere, just like other channels have, like. It's just random. It's worldwide, bro. YouTube is worldwide. You can only imagine. I don't know how I know how they do it, but damn, bro, like, sheesh. So it's not gonna be a perfect system, you know. A fucking whole fucking central fucking computer is running this whole shit, you know. So to the point that if your channel gets hacked and deleted, nobody's ever gonna talk to you. You're never gonna be able to talk to somebody that works at YouTube, ever. I challenge you, every single one of you guys right now, to try to talk to somebody about your channel that works at YouTube. It's not gonna happen. I went to school for a career in the medical field too, and it's one of the best careers. No, for sure. I mean, shit, death. The medical field is never gonna end, right? Just like cops are never gonna end. Soldiers are never going to end. Nurses, medical, doctors, dentists, all that shit's never going to end. That's job security. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I want to do it is because of my record. Some states will allow me to work. Some states will not allow me to work. So, but I feel like, that's what I want to do. I'm looking towards a master's degree. That's right, my boy. I got my A degree. I'm halfway through my psych degree, my bachelor's. And that's just not doing me any good because I have a whole record. And in Louisiana, my options are fucking slim, next to none. Yeah, so yeah, it really just depends, bro. Like, and we could get complacent, and I'm a big ass procrastinator too. So you could get complacent, bro. Real shit. But don't get complacent forever. You know, like, I'm getting ready to do a complete 180, 360, 180, both. 180 turnaround and a 360 complete change. I got a whole game plan, bro. We'll see what's gonna happen. EMS is also on my sites. Yeah, EMS, yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, I actually just talked to somebody. That's what he does. He's ambulance driver. Now he's not a driver. He's with the ambulance and all that, picking up people, slicing them up, all that shit. So, yeah, the CNA shit, because the medical assistant, man, that shit takes 8 months. And I could get some like aid on that, but damn, that's a long time. And look, I've been from where? I've been from California. I went to Las Vegas, Nevada. Living in Las Vegas. I was in Henderson a lot, actually. And then from that, I went to Arizona, Phoenix, lived in Maricopa. After that, New York, New Jersey area, right there at the border on the New York side. Then I went down to Pennsylvania, Scranton, and then I came down here to Louisiana. So I'm trying to see. Utterly fucking, you be running from the fucking active homes, the PCs run. Motherfucker, I've been. Every time I hear these dudes saying that shit, to me, I laugh because it's like all they have in their mind is that gangbanging mindset, which is not going to lead them nowhere. Nowhere. I've been chasing opportunities, and my son, of course, my family. But it's funny to hear these dudes think that they're that important, that somebody's going to run from state to state because somebody went to the other side. Like, It's just crazy to comprehend, right? Some people, to me, it's not. They're just stupid. It is worth the time because you get a job, you get job security, and the benefits can be too clean if you line it exactly if you line it up right. Some companies give you reimbursement for tuition and all that. Exactly, real shit. Yeah, there's opportunities out there, bro. There really is. So I'm trying to see. I already know what states I'm gonna go to next. Um, like I said, I got a whole plan drawn out. If I could do it here, I would, but I ain't trying to stay in Louisiana much longer. Um, it's a completely different world out here. Um, it's a completely different fucking. Eventually, I want to go back home, but I'm never gonna go back to California necessarily, unless I'm like maybe I'll probably go back to California if I'm alive in another 10 years. I have to build up something for 10 years, money enough to die in my state, or maybe when I'm 60 if I'm still alive. Um, because California, like, I would go back there today and work over there, but it's not sustainable. I don't have anybody over there. So I feel like I don't feel I know people over there struggling. They got 1,000 taxes on everything, and they're freaking they're about to tax your pinky toe. Did you guys hear about that shit? Gavin Newsom's about to tax your pinky toe just for having one. Look, they're taxing everything over there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go back home, closer in the border. Um, Everybody from Cali's leaving to Nevada, Arizona for you. They've been doing that shit for years already, and then they're getting closer and closer and closer. I don't want to go to Texas. Like, I don't know. Brett says, I thought you meant it literally. No, it's just that dude's taxing everything, bro, and he's under investigation. And the crazy part is that Gavin Newsom thinks that Trump is the one that's investigating him. His Justice Department is continuing that investigation that his own people started. Joe Biden and fucking Kamala Harris started that investigation on Gavin Newsom. Now he's really panicking, bro. Now he's really panicking. He's a piece of shit. So I love Cali, bro. I love my state, but it's not viable for me to live over there by myself. And until I can live by myself, I have to build up wealth till I'm older, especially if I'm by myself like I am right now, for sure. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, and I will do it. I would try to be a cop, but I would end up taking off on some for melting. Damn. Hey, bro, that should get real fast. Being a cop is not fucking. It's not safe, bro. That shit ain't safe, especially in some areas. I think you guys all see those videos, especially on the highways, interstates, and all that shit. There's some crazy ass motherfuckers that are carrying pounds and pounds and rifles, cartel shit, and all that. And then motherfuckers know that if they get pulled over, their life is done. So they're desperate and they're smoking you. Like, that's just dangerous, bro. Being a cop, bro, that's just crazy. And then you got the cops that are fucking dirty. They just want some action. When in reality, you should just be chilling. If you're a cop, you should just be chilling, saving up your 401k, your pension, and all that shit. Just chilling, bro. Going home to your family instead of looking for trouble. But these are the ones that once you give somebody a gun that's never used it, their trigger finger is going to be itchy to use it. And they end up killing people that they shouldn't kill. It's fucked up. You got good cops and you got bad cops. Real shit. AB, sure. Got the Lakers 24 right there. What's up, bro? What's up with it, man? How do you say your name? AB Serio. Avenue AB Serio. What's up with it, bro? Um, y eso, y eso que usually, hold on. Sabes, I admire people like you willing to go far away and settle. I missed that one. Um, I'm not, yeah, I appreciate that. I'm not trying to settle over here, but I mean, part of it, Oakland, is I've always known. I've been out in what city? The 14th. So in about 16 days, I'll be out 7 years, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey for sure. But I've always known that, especially now, even though I spent all that time in prison doing time. I mean, it did 21 years combined, from the halls to the county to prison, my 15-year term. I've always known that I've took this time in many kind of like facets, aspects, whatever. And I've been traveling and all that, so I never really minded moving and everything, following, exploring, because I spent so much time in the cell. But I always knew that eventually I want to go back home. For better or for worse, I want to go back home, or near home. Um, it's a fluid situation. Anything could change at any given time. Um, but yeah, unless something unless something changes drastically in California, um, it's not gonna. You're not gonna see me there anytime soon. Living, at least, probably be like a couple years, a year or two. The politics are horrendous, and the only family that I have there is leaving um, to the East Coast. There's a lot of opportunity out here, guys. There really is. Um, but you guys gotta, if you're city people, I'm a city boy, of course, city girl, city boy. Um, you're definitely gonna miss home. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna react to something right now. I already know that shit's boring to a lot of people. They're like, "Fuck this dude." Yes, okay. Usually, I'm the gullible one. Texas is extremely affordable, but there are some downsides. Yeah, for sure. I've been watching some gnarly police videos, 100%. Um, shit, we should watch some of them right now. Shit, a lot of cops are lazy too. They'd rather put some bullets in someone who can't even stand up right than put some extra work. Yeah, the paperwork and everything. Real shit. Um, let me see. Let's go to. Let's see who's live, bro.
Every single one. You guys all Doug.
Bad guys. So I was on this channel earlier. Not the channel. He's live.
Yeah, I don't know. They just
Jackass.
No, what it was, in one part they showed somebody naked.
they stripped out. Yeah, they stripped him
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
B-Bird, what's up?
But that's where I paroled from. That was YTS. I paroled from there.
Not the YA shit.
No, they were doing that. Definitely.
They're never
doing
gonna
that.
let go of
If you
that
were
YA
known
shit,
to
though.
be like the best fighter from Southern California, they call their homies to fight a northerner in a different building. And I did a story about that. One of my cellies, and Daniel knows him, G. Pacas. He was a kickboxer on the streets, and him and his celly could fight really, really good. And they set him up with the two northerners that were known to have really good hands. And during the fight, the cops blew off my celly's head. It's
Done, you lost some weight, man. You good?
I believe the video's called "Prison Isn't Fun Anymore," something like that, because that's when he said so my celly told me, he said,
I don't even know. How do we know that was your celly? You could just be saying that shit.
there's gonna come a day. He goes, you're gonna know. There's gonna come a day when prison's not gonna be fun for you anymore. And for him, it was that day where they domed his celly.
Wait, am I confused? Didn't he just say that it was his celly? I don't know. This
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. That shit's funny as fuck. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight, Cubo.
Yeah, you remember? Remember, he used to get in the boxing ring.
Yeah, I know, Brett.
Chuck Liddell is from Santa
Hollywood
Barbara. The
Super
Liddell brothers used to have a
Hold on, shut the fuck up. You're too fucking loud. That's my fault.
on-site beef with a family from my neighborhood, the Gallegos family. It didn't matter where they were. If they saw each other, it was going down. And the Liddells were no joke. They actually got my homeboy Edward. Edward's my age. He was playing for playing high school football, and the Liddells showed up. And they fought all 6 of the Gallegos brothers. And my homeboy ran to get in the bleachers to fight with his brothers. Took his helmet off and was trying to hit him with the helmet and everything.
We're too early, guys. We're too early. This dude right here, he's not drunk yet. We're too early. But let's listen to what this fucking lame says.
No joke.
Go ahead, bro. Go watch me on live. Somebody just let you know that I'm fucking watching your live.
Is Babyface from 18 still alive? I don't know. Last time I saw him was what 92.
I thought you knew everything, bro. I thought you knew everything.
That's right, Shane. Zane says, Dubs, you got to watch Step Brothers. It's the best Will Ferrell movie ever made. I shit you not.
It's pretty good.
Killer Cali, what's cracking, big dog?
Yeah. Look at Gunnar doing out research.
I like Talladega Nights. What about when he thinks he's on fire? He's running around.
The pussy gunner that keeps fucking cashing in on dead YouTubers.
Hey, on Old School, right? He's streaking. He's all faded. Frank the Tay, he's streaking. Will Ferrell down the street. His wife pulled up with all her homegirls to pick him up.
I've seen that one.
I'm streaking.
It's kind of cold out there.
You're going streaking. Yeah, shut up, bro.
Babe, you think KFC's open? I was all faded.
Joseph, are you from?
It's funny how he tries to
the Gallegos family.
Face.
There were
look. He's
from the west side. There's
everything.
2 big families that nobody really wanted to ever.
His face is funny. He's looking at everything. He's listening too.
And then the east side had the Perezes, but the Perezes never claimed the east side. Benny did, and Mike. But
hey,
Mike
Gunner, stop fucking stealing content off me, bro. Stop stealing my ideas.
Thank you.
Trusty says Dubs hasn't seen movies in decades. Check this out. The last time I saw a movie in the movie theater was 1989. It was Harlem Nights. Since I've been out, me and Big, we went to. He wanted to go to. Me, him, and his son. We were doing something. We went to do a food review at Caleb's restaurants.
We'll make a good video.
So to kill time, we went into the movie theater. Right, first time I had been to a movie theater since 1989. We were literally in there 5 minutes. Big pulled up his phone. Somebody called him. He pulled up his phone, looked at his phone.
Hey, you know what's funny, bro?
Like,
I'm disappointed in myself. I talked even before Exposed Soup started his Exposed Soup channel. He's been on here for years as a watcher. And I talked to him after, and that's the only thing when I told Dubs on that live I don't know if I could compete with you, but you know where I can't compete with you? I was about to say is like, I ain't a debriefer, you're a snitch. And then the other pendejo Gunner distracted me, and I was gonna come back and say it, but I was going at it with two dudes. And I was pissed after the fact. And my homeboy was texting me, my homeboy Freddie, Freaky Freddy from my neighborhood was texting me, and it was just, guys, I was doing too much at the time, but yeah.
4 or 5 rows back, threw something and it hit Fig's son in the back of the head. So we all got up and walked over there to figure out what his issue was, and he took off and told the security that we were trying to fuck him up.
No,
and he threw something at a juvenile. Pussy.
You're a snitch though. So what's wrong with him snitching?
Angelo,
isn't that your brethren?
So okay, count.
Hey, fast forward
with it, man. We're gonna be doing this a lot more often, so make sure you guys join us around the same place, same time. We appreciate you guys, man.
So they're gonna start doing live at the same time now that the coast is clear with ET. All right, now I'm gonna start doing this shit like ET. That will be good. You know, I'm gonna start doing that. Get comfortable. The moment that you get comfortable, bro, the moment that I'm gonna start doing this shit, because I'm coming back to YouTube.
Some stuff coming up on it pretty soon.
Yes, yeah. Daniel. I was telling him about the Italiano, Angelo, and I don't remember remember there was 3 on these always walk the track together. But Italiano was in 3 block with me.
Thank you guys. All right now.
All right, you guys.
You're gone. Yeah, exactly. They see me coming on. Now you're gone. Fucking pussies. Fuck out of here. You do not want me to fucking. That's one thing they do not want me to do. I guarantee you guys. I'm not trying to be full of myself. I'm not. That this is one thing I guarantee you. That this motherfucker.
Hey, sweetie.
These 2 pieces of shit
I'm wrong?
do not want me.
No, I'm talking.
Do not want me to start doing the same shit that ET does. Imagine if I do that shit. Puta madre. That's why they never mentioned me. And I that's a privilege. That's an honor that they never mentioned me. That type of fear and respect, even from an enemy, means a lot. And fuck the respect, but it means a lot as far as the type of individual that I am, because they already know. They already know. Ain't nothing happened to ET. What are you talking about? What are you saying? He was acting real tough and acting in that video. He won't go back and forth with anyone like that ever again. Too much dirt on that pussy. Yeah, the first live that I bumped their heads with them was years ago. That live is up there too. It was about 4 years ago. And that live was, I was pissed. On that live, I was really not composed. I was pissed. I was at home. And this fool Dubs hits me up. He's like, hey, check this out. Let's squash it, this and that. Gunner wants to talk to you. Let's start doing content together, this and that and that. And I was like, look, homie, I'll jump on there in the live with you guys, but that motherfucker needs to acknowledge and apologize for what he did. And it lasted maybe a minute into that live, and it went fucking haywire. That second live is the most recent one that looked back about a year ago, a little over a year ago now. I don't know, somewhere around there. The first one, fuck, bro, I was pissed. I went off with them motherfuckers. Let me see. I remember you did good. You threw them off on jump. Comadres. Yeah, right. Yeah, because they kept calling me a comadre, comadre this, comadre that. Everybody that's lying on them, they're comadres, they're gossipers, right? And I was like, what's up, comadres? And I really went on there fully like trying to be like cordial, but I already knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. But this time it's been years later, 3 years later, and to me it's just like 2-3 years later, and to me it's just like, let me go ahead and play with these dummies real quick. What they did to my family and all that shit, it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. And yet I only need an apology. One apology. That's all I need. And I'll let it go. I'm a simple man. Inland Biz, what happened to T? Nothing happened to him. Just want to stop by super quick to show my love, support. Saludos a todas las semanas, bro. Well, you finally got the notification, brother? I send mines. They try to hire you. Does was trying to hire slugs too. Inland, I'm gonna drop a video about this. I did a reaction with slugs. I'm gonna drop it after this when I get off this live. Damn, that shit fucking hurts. Don't get an appendicitis. I'm fucking live. Appendicitis. And I mentioned that, and I said it 1,000 times since then, Inland. But I mean, not everybody catches everything that I say. Of course, I mean, I can't blame everybody because there's certain different people. People work. People are busy. People catch this, catch some of the live, half of the live, a quarter of the live, all of the live. Nobody can really truly capture all the live. You know, everybody's busy. And they're gonna get distracted at one point. They got their own lives with their kids or whatnot. So I understand that. But I mentioned that shit so many times, not enough, but enough times to where, yeah, bro, like they keep anybody that they know that they can't defeat, they offer the same thing. Work with me. You'll make more money with us. They told me the same shit 4 years ago. Work with me and we'll blow up your channel. Motherfucker, you don't need to blow up my channel. My channel's already growing. And after what happened shortly after that, my shit got hacked. My email that my stupid ass fucking trusted in enough people. And I gave them my email. And my email wasn't secured. So they hacked my email and deleted my channel. They erased my whole channel. But hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Daddy Jr. says, I remember that live even my baby mama said those two fools were some bitches for acting the way that they did when you called them comadres. 100%. Let me see. Let me guide you guys through that first. The first live, I don't like the first live, but let me go look for it. Not the latest live. The one that's the live that you guys are talking about. The live that I'm talking about is the fucking infamous one. I hate that live, and at the risk of me looking like unstable and shit, I'm always gonna be real. Not unstable, but I mean like feeding into their bullshit. Let me see. Where's Chemo at?
Get it.
Puta madre.
I don't even know if this plane is coming up.
Man, where they go? Becomers. Shout out to Chemo. Let me go all the way down there. Fuck, I gotta go all the way down there. By the way, guys, if YouTube says it's 3 years, it could be 3 years, 11 months, and 30 days, and it will still say 3 years. So even if it's close to 4 years, it's still going to say 3 years until it actually has an anniversary of a 4th year, if that makes sense. So this is the one right here. Where is it? I just passed right here. That's 1 year ago, right? And some change. But look. Look at this one.
I accept your apology. Don't
Now we're
talk
talking.
about me.
We were going back and forth on this one, and I'm done. I'm pissed at myself. I was all over the place as well. So it was. I'm ashamed of that live. Bro, shit. Hold on real quick. I had a lot going on in my mind. My wife at the time didn't want me to fucking continue, even though she's the one that told me to freaking respond in the first place and all that. So it was just a lot of shit going on at the time. It was all fresh too. Damn. My boy dedicated. Two years ago. And this is the difference between me and them. Anything that they think is going to make them look bad, they will never lead you towards. Ever. But me, I want people to see me real and raw. Because there's always context to it. Look at all this shit. I remember those videos. Remember? APA, all that. That was 3 years ago. Hold on real quick. There you go. Boom, right here. 3 years ago. That's the live right there. That was an ugly live. This is before I knew about Dubs. Shortly after, I mean, I already knew Dubs was he went to the other side, he was validated, and he debriefed. You know, I already knew all that shit. But like I said, if I give somebody my word and I'm talking to them, I'm not gonna sit here and divulge their information. Then the Baboso get his channel deleted too. No, he got demonetized. Gunners Collective TV, before it was known as Gunners Collective TV, it got demonetized. That's when he started Gunners Profiles, which is now known as Gunners. It's called Collective Clips now. And that's when he burned Sin City. This is a whole history on this shit. So that's the live right there. That's the live right there. And look right here, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 6th video. And the one right here is 4 years ago. So this one right here, this live is getting close down there. It's getting close to hitting on the bottom right there. With my face on it, Dubs Full Live. That one right there is getting close to hitting 4 years. Any day now. That was a sick ass live. Real shit. But yeah, no, he never got his channel deleted at all. And you guys gotta understand, at the time, these dudes were making a bunch of money. And it was easy for them to pay somebody that could hack into a regular email and delete everything on there, because my whole channel was connected to that email. So he deleted all my shit. Even YouTube couldn't find it. Real shit. I mean, I would think they could. I send them so many fucking links on my channel, my videos, and they couldn't find it. Those names ain't about anything other than making content and begging for donations on YouTube. Nah, I know, bro. I understand, bro. I appreciate you guys. For real, bro. Like, and that really is what it is. You know, like, these dudes have been at it for a very long time. A very long time, and they know it, bro. Like, they're not gonna help anybody. They're not gonna help anybody beat them. You know, they're not gonna be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, like me. Like, if somebody says something about me, I'm gonna address it and be like, Mom, that's not what happened. I made it say that. May have said this, and that, but this is not what happened. But you think them dudes are ever gonna say that? Fuck no, because they know they lie about everything. That's 100% true. Let me see. This pendejo. 24 years in prison. The most dangerous man I met 3 days ago. What the fuck is this about?
I've been asked to talk about the most dangerous man that I've
What's up with the sideways fucking profile?
ever met in prison. And if I'm being honest, they were all dangerous. Some men are just more dangerous than others.
Notice the camera, how you set the camera to zoom in and zoom out just for effect. It still comes out as mediocre. If you're gonna do special effects like that, bro, like get your shit together.
I can't say that there's one particular individual who stands out to me the most as being the most dangerous. But what I can say is what I think people think of when they think of someone dangerous, I don't think I think the same way. You know, there's a lot of people that think if a guy is tough, that's why he's dangerous.
Not only does he put everything on his mom, rest in peace, right? Meaning, like, I didn't know lady, rest in peace to the lady, because obviously she's, you know, like, you can't blame the son for the sins of the father or the mom for the sins of the son or daughter. And so, yeah, I'm never been one to disrespect anybody's family, and it's never going to happen. But the fact that he puts everything on his mom and then lies, it's not the only thing that he does. Notice every time he tries to emphasize a point. You know, guys, when I was in Pelican Bay, I was there. I went to the pisser. My bladder was about to explode. I needed to take a piss. And that he does that for emphasis. And now I'm always obviously clowning with the mediocre examples that I gave, but every time he tells a story and he wants people to feel it even more, he takes a deep breath. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Tell the story. You don't have emphysema, bro. Like, shut up. You don't have a tank, homie. Like, you don't have an oxygen tank. Like, tell your story.
They think that if a guy has whacked a certain amount of people, that makes him the most dangerous. To me, that's not the criteria. See, to me, the guy that can make you act how he wants you to act, that's the most dangerous man. That's the most dangerous person. Picking up
Is it right there?
And using it, it's not hard to do. We know there are children in certain parts of the world.
This is an old ass video, by the way. This is not a new video. He dropped it 3 days ago, but I remember this type of, and that shirt. I remember that shirt that he had.
That are soldiers.
This one still has a string. He still has an elastic string on that shirt. Hey, Holmes, that is, you know, it's funny because some dudes really think for appearances sake, right? That because they have an elastic in their shirt, like in prison, right? Because, you know, you can't have a low-hanging shirt, right? You put an elastic right there with the pen, you know, a pen or anything small enough, you know, to wrap around the elastic from your boxers. You put it through your neck, right here. But dudes, look, that's how you could tell at the back. See how his shirt is tucked up in the back? That's where the elastic is tight as shit, and it's putting the fucking shirt up so tight that it looks like he has a fucking. He looks like he's almost like a NFL player with a fucking little guard behind his neck. So, but I feel like even if you would have caught that, it's like, well, I'm institutionalized, so that only gives me credibility. Fuck out of here with that shit.
In armies,
that are fighting wars.
Fucking dinosaur.
And if you took the gun away from that kid, he's not a physical threat. And yet he's taken numerous lives. So again, the ability to use a weapon is not the gauge for me when it comes to being dangerous. There are dudes that I met in prison that when you looked at them, physically, not impressive whatsoever.
But they're killers.
And yet,
I know what you're gonna say, bro. We done the time. Shut the fuck up.
they had multiple bodies. They were involved in multiple conspiracies where other people's lives were taken.
Conspiracies don't mean shit. That was you. I'm glad that he mentioned that. You may have been involved in multiple conspiracies to get dudes hit, but you never did shit yourself. Amen. Thank you. I'm glad I caught that. I was gonna catch it no matter what, but I'm glad you finally said it. This dude, let me rewind this, and let me put it in layman's terms for those of you that didn't catch it.
Multiple bodies. They were involved in multiple conspiracies where other people's lives were taken. They didn't even have to lift their hand.
Exactly. Involved in multiple conspiracies. They didn't even have to lift their hand. He's low-key trying to talk about himself like that's something to be proud of. See, the difference between the senores, the M members, is that they all became made, especially the old school ones, because they actually took lives. They put in the work. You did it. You came in during the Mesa system, didn't do a damn thing, but get caught with fierros. I'm going to do a video on that too. Your claim to fame is you slicing somebody with a razor and holding onto somebody's fucking legs. The rest of the time you were hiding behind the politics. I could have very easily gone to prison and used my intellect. And I could have been very fucking efficient and very able at that. Trust me, I could have. But I would have got validated like that. I used my wit to stay out of the shoe and chose to be a real soldier, to put in work. I put in more work than you. I guarantee you. And this dude really thinks that because he was scared to put in work and he got plugged in, anybody could be sent to Pelican Bay after a shoot, especially being caught with fierros and all that shit. Man, this dude's fucking, this was a joke. He's a joke. And I'm glad that over the years I've been able to decipher this shit based on his own testimony. Real shit. You're a joke, bro. That's why they call you Joker. Joke the Joker.
They did not have to lift a finger and bodies dropped. That is a dangerous man. That is a serious man.
He's talking himself up.
So I can't just straight out say, well, this guy was more dangerous or that guy was more dangerous. But I met some very, very dangerous people. And when it comes to physically dangerous, I think everyone's dangerous behind those walls, especially a man who's afraid. A scared man is a dangerous man because he's going to do anything in his power to get out of whatever situation he's in. Doesn't matter who's in the way or who's involved. I've told this story several times. I'm going to say it again because it fits. I remember being in the shoe, C10. Nope, C11.
Damn, bro, get shit together.
And this guy wanted to be impressive to one of the legends. And he said, hey, can I send you my paperwork? And I've told the story, and I just recently told you. Long story short, he sends his paperwork to the legend. The legend reads it. And then asks him, what was I supposed to get out of this? Because all I see is you're an idiot. It doesn't matter how much muscle you have. It doesn't matter what type of physical violent acts you've done. The muscle can't move without the brain. And if you are not the brains, you're just one of the multitude.
Yeah, but that's why you checked in, you did brief and all that, because even though you thought you were the brains, you never had the muscle. You need both to get made. And the brains is the most important of. If you don't have the muscle without the brains, I understand that. But the brains, what does that come with? Not just making calls, llamadas. Anybody can fucking politic on somebody and go get somebody hit. But if you're not making money, which is all they give a fuck about now, then you don't got shit. And you still have to put in work. Unless you're fucking bringing in pounds and millions of dollars where they just walk you in. It's happened. It's happened within the organization. But a dude like you, bro, you think you have the brains? Cut it out, bro. You may have had the brains, but you don't have the muscle. That's a fact.
You don't stand out.
Have the muscle to hold some legs.
You don't make people pay attention. Because anybody can pick up a gun. Anybody can pick up a knife. Anybody can pick up any type of weapon. Not everyone has the ability to make other people think it's their idea to use that gun or to use that knife or to use that weapon.
Low key, he's just the real dude that uses those tactics and employs them effectively on YouTube and turns people behind. Not no more. Gunner is the only one that's been effective at turning YouTubers against me and other dudes and all that shit, right? Because what he's saying right here actually applies. But this dude is stupid. It's one thing to say it like he's saying it and read a book, and it's another thing to be able to apply it. You can't apply it, bro. This dude has never been able to apply it. It's not hard to tell somebody on the yard if you're on the mesa. Once you get on the mesa, anybody's gonna listen to you. Anybody's gonna listen to you. Who the fuck's gonna go against you? You know, like, come on. And it comes back and haunts you, and then you check in. This will probably check in off a bad pegada. Straight up, a bad call. Thirsty ass dude that is quick to fucking send anybody on a fucking pegada on somebody based on a fucking shoelace being untied. And I'm being facetious when I say a shoelace untied. But it's something that's technically a violation. Instead of making the homie before breaking him, this is the type of dude that chose to break a homie before he made him. That's the type of dude this piece of shit was. And I wouldn't be surprised, because he's never told a story. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude really, if that shit caught up to him. Because he was a fucking bully by extension. Because he never had to put in the work. Ever. Anybody could be on the yard, in the shoe yard, anywhere. And the pegada goes down wrong and the dude starts getting the better of two camaradas. Anybody could jump in and assist. That's nothing. That goes without saying. Homie. Straight up. You ain't shit, dog.
Ability to persuade someone to forfeit their freedom, their family, their loved ones, or even their own life for someone else.
It's the Pelican Bay syndrome that this dude has. Pelican Bay syndrome. If you guys have not seen that video, I'm gonna have to remake it, and I'll let you know exactly what I mean by that.
It's a long video. I just felt like it was it's an interesting question. Hopefully.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry guys that I keep interrupting this. But hey, Benny, I can only imagine. Benny says, I can only imagine how much intel the debriefer was giving up to IGI before he had the civil lawsuit that spelled out his status. Bro, this dude spilled his guts. And he's trying to pretend like, He really tried to make it seem like his attorney, he had no control over what his attorney had to say because the attorney probably seen some Mexican mafia things and made some shit up. No, motherfucker, you approve what your attorney says. You approve any testimony that comes from you. Your attorney has to have your discretion to be able to put it towards the courts. Imagine the conflict of interest, bro. Look, bro, this was crazy, dude.
Some of you get my answer, what I'm talking about. And then let me know in the comment section. Do you think that my gauge is more accurate on what is truly dangerous? Or am I wrong and not feeling like a guy that can
1090 Dubs.
take
That's
someone's
what's up with
life?
it, bro.
That's the gauge. Wow.
Oh, hey. Inland Bids. You know who was the one that said, that made up that whole thing? It wasn't true. I'm going to be fair. In Pelican Bay, with butt naked in the shower, one shower shoe. You know who was the one that said that shit? Rest in peace. Daniel Saiz. I call him Saiz. Daniel Saiz. They just passed away in Phoenix, Arizona, the YouTuber. That Gunner is still trying to fucking monetize and everything. He did another video today on him because he's a piece of shit. And he did it because he seen my live. And I'm going to drop a couple of videos on that too. Obviously exposing them too. I'm back, bro. I'm telling you, I'm fucking back. But he's the one, Daniel Saiz. He's the one that first started saying that shit. That Dubs came out the shower shoe butt naked with one shower shoe, got beat up. And that shit was funny and it stuck. And a lot of people believed it. It wasn't true, but it was made up. It wasn't true, but it was funny as shit. But everything else, I'm always gonna tell the truth. And if I see a lie, I'm gonna see a lie. It was funny. But everything that I speak on is the truth, unless I say it's not. That's a fact. Rest in peace with Daniel. But he was the one, bro, that coined that one shower shoe phrase. That's a fact. Gun says the Dubs talks slow because he thinks before he speaks. He has to think before he speaks because he don't know what the fuck he's gonna say next.
That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe. Be
No, don't
and
be
tell the
done.
ones you love that you love, man. I'm out of here.
There's more though. Oh, there's more now. Damn, the whole thing was a bunch of things. All right, I guess that is done. Shit. Shit, that's that. I knew that was a long time ago. That was back when it was trying to be positive. Let me get to
What's
some of
cracking,
these.
everybody?
Let me get to
Welcome
some
back
of
to the
these
channel.
fucking, shut up, stupid. Let me get to some of these to these comments real quick, and I'll play another one. Are there a lot of dudes that break a homie instead of making one? Oh, fuck. The Mesa system was abused so bad. It's not even funny, Inland. It's not even funny. I witnessed the whole thing for 15 years. Well, not 15 years. About about 10 years. And yeah, they were out of control, bro. They were really the Mexican mafia's authority on the yard. You know what I'm saying? And it took time for them to make a bad call, meaning a bad call that they made for them to catch up on it, to catch back up to them. But eventually it will catch back up to them because a lot of not everybody that got blasted on some bullshit, they got stabbed up on some bullshit that went to the back. A lot of dudes stood strong, and that was the only way that you could fucking go and talk to a Mexican mafia member was in the shoe, in the back, or find somebody in the shoe I mean, find somebody in the ad seg that was validated or something that was going to the shoe. Hey, shoot this kite up to the señores, and boom, 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 boom. And it took a long time. Imagine me getting stabbed off the yard off a bad call of Dubs in the mesa, right? Me knowing that I'm in the right, fought my ass off on the yard, boom, 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 whatever, got stabbed up, went to the hole. I have a homeboy there or whoever else. Boom, I'm gonna ride a kite to so and so, write 4 or 5 kites if I have to let them know my situation, so that señores know what the fuck is going on. By the time they leave, it's gonna be months and months, but eventually, shit's gonna be handled. And at the very least, the señores are gonna be able to know, have that name on the because just because they get a kite from me or somebody else and they're doing their bidding, the meseros are doing their bidding on the yard, they're gonna take it with a grain of salt. They're gonna be like, all right, cool, whatever. We don't know if that's true or not. But when enough people start getting to stay solid, enough, this is a different time, guys. By the time I went to the other side, it was 2017. The game was over. The game was fucking done. You know, now there's no mesa system. The mesa system was done in fucking what, 2013, after the hunger strikes, 2013. So they're gonna remember. They're gonna remember. They're gonna remember. They're gonna remember. So they're gonna know if you get enough complaints about a certain individual, and they eventually get snatched up, validated, whatnot, and they make it to the shoe, they're gonna be welcome for sure. Once they all got kicked out to the main line and everything, they remember everybody and anybody that made bad llamadas. And a lot of dudes checked in. They were on the mesa and everything. A lot of these dudes never knew these dudes personally, including Dubs. He says he knew them personally. Maybe he knew them in the shoe, in the pod, walked through them, walked by them, sell next to them, but he never knew them personally. I knew 2 señores on the. It doesn't make me anybody. I'm just saying. You don't see me talking all that big badass shit. Muscle Head from Delhi, Sana from F Troop. I knew him on the streets when I was a youngster. And I still knew a lot of them dudes on the fucking yard and in the shoe. 3, trifecta, streets, shoe, and on the main line. And this dude right here has a lot to hide. Dubs, you ain't shit, homie. You ain't shit, dog. And you're lucky that I don't even tell my stories. You're lucky that I don't tell my stories, bro. Real shit. Because I have a lot of this fucking guy, dog. All he did was grab somebody's ankles, 100%. Have you seen somebody who didn't earn a tattoo go to prison and what happened with them? Yeah. In Orange County, in the county jail. I told this story too years ago. I gotta retell it. The Orange County Star. I beat the shit out of somebody because they didn't earn it. I had the pad at the time and I feel bad about it. I just find it funny how he claims to have. I know you're talking about prison, but that's just me personally. I just find it funny how he claims to have never snitched on anybody, but his civil lawsuit says otherwise. No, it's maddening, bro. It's enough to make you go crazy sometimes, right? If you really care that much, right? Like he didn't even dry snitch. He snitched. And Weddle Butt, whose channel did he go to instead of him? Whose channel did he go to instead of him? Slugs. No, not Slugs. Chino. Misled Loyalty. Chino's another dude too that dude got a gang of stories. And that reminds me of a mesero that was really in the mix. Real shit. And Dubs just said online that every time a hit was sent out, one guy was always instructed to go for the legs. That we just don't know about that life. What the fuck? No. He checked in. He checked in 2005, bro. Like, what the fuck? This was crazy to see. He really said that. He really said that. Every time there was a hit, it was one of them. The only way that should make sense is there's a big ass dude, you know. But no, even if it was a big ass dude, like no, two fierros on one dude, and that's what it is. The fuck? If the homies can't fucking take care of business, then somebody's always on standby, for sure. But we don't get instructed to go for the legs. It's just like if they need help, take them down. But for him to say that we're instructed to go for the legs, no, they never instruct nobody. That's how you take somebody down, the legs, 100%. I've taken down, the last dude that I took down on a Hollywood was fucking Lazy from North Hollywood Locals. I didn't grab him by the legs. I grabbed that dude from the waist and I fucking spun him all the way up and down and smashed his head to the ground. That's how I took him down. I didn't go after his legs, but that's probably what he meant. But he mentioned the legs. He's just trying to defend and fuck. This fucking guy's crazy, bro. His one claim to fame is him helping out a botched job. Two homies that couldn't get the job done. Well, it happens, bro, because sometimes motherfuckers, you never know if the dude could fight. And not only that, even if he can't fight, like you say, the dude just swings, boom, catches a good one to the homie in the face. Now it's one-on-one. He starts boom, boom, one-on-one. Now the hit's going bad. Yeah, to get him down, maybe you go for the legs. I get it, but it's like for you to say and lie that was an instruction, like, I don't know. Maybe it was for them, but I never heard of that shit in my whole fucking term. I'm still trying to be fair to the dude. I'm still trying to be fair to him. Damn. In the business, what happens if someone gets the D-Shield? Okay, that's what you were asking, the tattoos. But don't earn it to go to prison. Honestly, bro, like, to me, that was always, I never ran into one single instance of Aztec culture tattoos or anything and somebody being checked. You could get validated for it 100%. Now, was it like a rumor? Yeah, I mean, I heard that shit before too. In the system, I heard that shit too. But it usually came from dudes in hindsight, of course, that like you gotta earn your tattoos, you gotta earn your Aztec work and all that. I never heard that shit. I heard the rumors of that shit, but I never heard of somebody telling you like, hey, you gotta earn the G-Shield, you gotta earn this, you gotta earn that. The only thing that I've ever heard of being earned, and it's not even like earned in a lifetime, you know, earned by way of the Mexican mafia, the Black Hand. That's it. That's the only thing that I've ever heard that has to be earned. Orange County and the county jail, our star has to be earned. Right there. County year, put it in work. That's it. Every count, but the county jail is different, you know. I mean, every county jail is different. But as far as prison, yeah. I mean, you can't have no M on you. You can't have a Black Hand on you. As far as the cultura and all that, the reason I chose not to get that on me is because I didn't want to get validated. They were giving you points for validation at the time. Real shit. Or the calendar. No, never heard about any of that. Being a fact. A lot of them have it. And you will not get in trouble with the senoras and all that. Maybe you had one like, hey, who do you think you are type shit, but it was nothing policy wise. for sure. Did you hear about Roach from Delhi? What happened with Roach from Delhi? Two also, yep. Remember Doug? Doug is a paralegal, according to him, in 3 states. Dubs? Oh, no, for sure. He really said that about the legs. Damn, that was too much. Dubs. Maybe the Baboso knows jiu-jitsu. Bro, I don't have to know jiu-jitsu to grab onto some legs, bro. Junior says, all right, my boy, gotta get out. Hope you have a female noche to stay up with chat. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for real. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I do one more.
I've been asked.
Shut up, stupid. Let me see what this fool got going on. Let me go to oh no, hold on real quick. I'm gonna include you guys real quick. Let me see. They were doing live earlier. So he did this one. YouTuber was gunned down, tried the same thing as a pro boxer. This fucking guy, bro. All right. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna drop a video right after this live. Go check it out. We gotta. I'm making notes. We gotta slice everything, slice it up and react to different things. I think it's been enough with me talking about that J-Cat. The gunner's never gonna be far from my thoughts. That pussy. Why? Because he keeps plagiarizing my content. He keeps copying my content. You guys be good. I'm out.